Shalom and good day all. Welcome to Fool's Gold, as it has been a while since the last Fool's Gold video has been covered on the channel. Of course, we covered issue 1 of Absolute Flash. If you happen to be new to Fool's Gold, I'll just give you a rough idea as to how it works. Of course, with Fool's Gold, it deals with the price I paid for the actual comic, and is it also worth the price that's paid. And this comes down to me rating, of course, everything normal, but there's a slight difference, which means I rate the cover, the art, and the story, but next to those things, I also indicate how much I believe the cover is worth, the art is worth, and the story is worth. And then along with that, a total is given. And I want to let you know that this is converted, currency conversion into, say, Australian dollars. So I'm working with Australian dollars here. I don't know where you might be living in the world, but you might be able to convert the currency back to your currency and to see if it's actually worth that yourself. Or you might even have your own version of, say, Fool's Gold, to which you could indicate how much you believe the story is actually worth. So moving into first things first, does this cover in any shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. And starting off with the first thing, and I believe the cover is worth about $2.50. So as you can see there, also on that list, there is a total for the artist as well as a total for the writer. Of course, there'll be an overall total of what it makes completely. So that's the first $2.50 that goes to the artist. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, middle, of course the end, but also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we realize the Flash's villains in this universe have started chasing him, and with this we get to see what is happening in the now or the present, which is really good to see with what Jeff Lemire is doing here. As we draw towards the middle of the story, we get to see what Flash's villains are doing in this Darkseid created universe, because that's what this is. It's a Darkseid created universe. And of course, they're trying to capture Wally West, and he's learnt that Barry Allen might actually be dead, but is he really? And then there's some events that take place with his old man, Rudy. As things draw close to the end, we get to see what happens with Wally West in this world, to which we are also given a slight introduction to what might be a new villain. I've heard some say that it could be Gorilla Grodd that we're getting, but a slightly smaller Gorilla Grodd? Yeah, he doesn't look like a gorilla. He looks more like an ape. So for all we know, this evil, villainous ape thing might actually be getting a different name than Gorilla Grodd. And it could be something that's been created care of the Darkseid universe. So for the internal art, I also give it a 7 out of 10, as it seems to be consistent from issue to issue, to which I also give it a worth $2.50, so that leaves the total to $5 for the artist. Next is the area of the story. So some things I like to look for in the area of the story are time, location, and cast. And I had a bit of a thought last time I covered this issue, is will Wally West's old man become the Mirror Master? Whether he does or not, I don't know. So I guess Jeff Lemire is putting quite a bit of effort and time into that. Whether he does become it or not, I got no idea. So first things first, what do we get time-wise? We have now and then being used as we get to see things that are happening in the present as well as things that happen in relation to the past. I didn't get to actually show any pictures in relation to the past, to which we got to see Barry Allen and, of course, Wally West's father. The location, we got no indication of where it's taking place location-wise, as the base wasn't actually mentioned. Next is the cast of characters, which consisted of Wally West, Digger, Glider, of course Barry Allen, and Rudy, who is Wally West's father. So the overall total for the artist is $5. The overall total for the story, to which I gave it $1.75, which gives the whole total of $6.75. And as you can see, there's the cost I also pay for the ones that are selling at this price. So it's $4.99, so it's about $8.95 Australian, so just under $9. So there's a loss of about $2.20, as the story actually has gotten a bit better since last time. And this might be the series connected to the Absolute Universe, the DC Absolute Universe that I personally choose to follow, instead of the Batman one, the Wonder Woman one, and whatever else one. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.
Thank you.